Hello, welcome to CoMotion Miami Live. We are super excited to have Secretary Franca here, and we're excited to hear about your work. So take it away.
Hello, I'm very pleased to be here, and I would like to thank to the organizer of this incredible seminar. I know that it's very difficult to organize a seminar in these difficult times, but congratulations to the CoMotion team. I will share with you some information about São Paulo City mobility, especially mobility, public actions and programs. The city of São Paulo has 12 million inhabitants and covers an area of 587 square miles, from which 386 miles are urbanized. As we know, everything here in São Paulo is superlative, and the largest city in South America, full of impressive numbers. This includes mobility and transportation. Managing this sector is not an ordinary task. And it's important to mention that it's the first time that a woman is a secretary of the mobility in São Paulo. It's a very important moment for the woman power. The 14,000 bus fleet transports 3.3 million passengers per day in 1,300 lines. The public company, the transport public company, manages this entire system. It's responsible for 200,000 program trips every day, which navigate 2.7 million kilometers. Fundamental in a city where the road system adds up to 21,000 kilometers and station greater than all terrestrial frontiers between Brazil and 9 other countries. It is the largest collective transportation system on wheels in the world, almost twice the size of London's or New York systems. In São Paulo, a city with serious imbalances caused by the high concentrations of jobs in our central area, only buses are able to offer services to a huge contingent of population who live far from downtown. Some lines include connections with ferry boats, and some lines connect with indigenous reserves in this big metropole. We have reached 99% of the fleet with accessibility to wheelchairs, and now we are moving forward of clean energy, an important demand of our climate action plan. São Paulo City added to the climate action plan in 2008. The buses articulate with the rail system, which transported 7.5 million passengers every day along its 236 kilometers network inside the city. It's important to mention that the rail system is coordinated by other level of government. It's coordinated by state government. So municipality and state must to work in the integrated mood. It is also fundamental to talk about our pedestrian, the most vulnerable user and responsible for 1/3 of the displacement in the city. Daily, we have 13 million pedestrian trips in the city. Together with cyclists, although still representing less than 1% of the trips, have been growing in the past 10 years. They shape the so-called active mood. Our attention has been directed more and more to this. pedestrians and cyclists, not only in planning, but also in our interventions, so that we can dedicate more space, accessibility, safety, and comfort to them. Even during this tragic time, the pandemic tragic, the municipality carries on the execution of the works of the sidewalk emergency plan, which will act until the end of this year on the recovery of 1 million square meters of sidewalks. There are also infrastructure projects dedicated to pedestrian, traffic moderation, adaptation of road geometry, and signaling. The works of implementation of our cycle plan are also underway. We are renovating and improving 310 kilometers of the existing network, as well as expanding another 173 kilometers. Additionally, the recreational cycle path, which operates on Sunday and holidays, will be reactivated next month after a partnership between the municipality and the transportation APP company. The 117 kilometer circuit will be maintained as well as safety requirements. São Paulo, we must highlight, also has a 7 million cars fleet, 38,000 taxis, and 1.2 million motorcycles. Many of these use of cargo service. Between 120 and 150,000 trucks also circulate in the city in order to supply the dealers with all they needed. Besides monitoring transit and public transport demand 24 hours a day, our main objective is that all these trips are made in a safe manner. Recently, our road safety plan has celebrated 1 year, and in this period, we have been able to harvest its first fruits. In 2019, we have had in the city the smallest death index of its entire history, 6.44 deaths per 100,000 population. In absolute number, the reduction was of 6.8% compared to the previous year. It is an important progress, although we should not lose focus on the zero vision concept, according to which no deaths or serious injuries should be acceptable in the mobility system. Another work to which we have been intensively dedicated, along with 11 other departments of the city, and the Bloomberg Initiative for Global Road Safety, is the Urban and Street Design Manual, currently undergoing public consultation phase until July 8th. This will be a complete instrument to guide the development of design and implementation of works in our street network, establishing quality parameters, which comprise accessibility, safety, and well-being of all users, also considering public transportation, necessary infrastructure, and the ambience of our streets. The governance counts on intensive social participatory process in municipal administration through various councils which have representatives from social society, professionals, entities, and others who actively work on their respective sectors: transportation, house, environmental, urban landscape, and many others. Meetings, workshops, public hearing, social media, communication with the cities informs and is complementary to our actions. The numbers regarding transit and transportation in São Paulo City are eloquent, and the challenges we face are enormous. But our efforts are even greater in order to reduce the deaths in transit and make São Paulo a city that is safer, more pleasant, and hospitable. A great city which will only be a great destination for tourists if it also is beforehand for its all dwellers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Secretary. It was such an honor to have you.
Okay?